Welcome back to CH Morning Live. It's 8:25, minus 4 degrees, and our next guest, who we've booked on the show, no pun intended, sort of, is Dave I practiced. DiMarcantonio. Yes. I need it in a book or something that I can. From InstaBook. Thanks so much for being here, Dave.
Thank you for having me.
I was really excited to hear of this idea. This is a great idea for those of you who have a book in your head or something that you want published in book form. Similar to this, there's a service in Stony Creek that can do it for you in as little as 5 minutes.
As little as 5 minutes.
Tell us how it works, and we've got some tape that we shot at your store.
Basically, what happens is our technology is able to download and produce a book from our web store using our digital delivery technology. Excuse me, and it's able to put the pages in the proper order. And cut and assemble the book so that it can be produced one at a time economically.
And who are your customers so far? Who have you been printing books for?
At the present time, our customers are bookstore clients, people that want to do family histories.
Which is a great idea for Christmas if people are, thinking of that for a gift. Yeah, what else?
Authors, publishers, businesses that need their own training manuals. Anybody who could make use of their own books in a quantity as low as 1.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's impressive. Give me an idea of the cost involved.
Our books typically retail for between $12 and $20 Canadian for 100 to 400 pages. And we also sell our books at wholesale in order to give authors the opportunity to be able to resell their books at other retail sites.
Very, very good. I've got you've brought these in. We just want to show these an example of the quality. It's very good. This book by, is this a local author?
That is an author. His name is Doug Thomas, and he's from Elmira. He's a school teacher. And Doug published his own book, and he had the cover pre-made at one of our installation partners, Coach House Books in Toronto.
And some others here, more health manual. I know this lady, Diane Elms.
Yes, this was a book which Diane published, and it has to do with iridology and the benefits of taking control of your own health.
And if folks want to get in touch with you, how they can get onto the website?
They can get on our website at www.instabook.ca. And they can gain access to our web store. We have about 4,000 titles available. We just started signing licensing agreements with publishers in order to make hard to find and out-of-print books available as well.
Excellent. It's a fascinating service. Thanks so much for being here, Dave. We're going to take a break here on CH Morning Live. Up next, 2 youths armed with a gun and a hatchet injured a store clerk in a spoiled robbery attempt. That's next on CH Morning Live.
Have you written the great Canadian novel but can't find a publisher? On Webmania this week, Bill Hutchison offers a possible solution.
Given that only about 1 out of every 100 authors who writes a book gets it published, Dave DiMarcantonio of InstaBook.ca is counting on a huge untapped market.
Well, there's a number of people that may want to self-publish their own family history. Schools may want to do their own course packs, their own course materials. Some people are interested in doing their own memoirs, books for weddings as gifts of the history of the couple, including photographs and things like that. The list really goes on and on. Anything that you can conceive of publishing or putting into book form can be produced on the InstaBook system.
InstaBook promises to help you publish your work of literature, be it poetry, prose, or even recipes, in paperback form for just $150. For that price, you get 10 copies. Any extra copies will cost you about $7 each, more if you add pictures or a glossier cover. DiMarcantonio says traditional publishing is upwards of $10,000, with print runs usually in the thousands of copies. InstaBook can do a few or a few thousand copies at a time. The site also has an online bookstore with a library of titles to choose from. InstaBook will also carry your book and sell it for you. You would receive a 30% royalty on each sale.
Well, in this week's edition of Tech Toys, Sharon Navarro looks at how you can become a published author with the help of some new technology.
Once we got the manuscript and I felt it was ready for publishing, then I started looking for a publisher. And of course, that's where the difficult part is for a new author and a new book.
J.K. Rowling may never have to worry about getting her books published, but it can be a problem for new authors. Because of the sheer cost involved in getting a book published, many Canadian publishers are often unwilling to take a chance on new authors. But new technology is helping to get their books on the shelf. This is InstaBook, a printing press of sorts which is helping folks like teacher Doug Thomas fulfill his dream of publishing a book for cheap, about $10 per book.
I've been able to get it out in bookstores and so on, and because of InstaBook.
InstaBook technology is a technology that we feel will revolutionize the way printed materials are made in the future, made one at a time, and made when you need them.
And it works like this. You send a computer file or disk to InstaBook. In this case, it's Doug's book, and they print it, bind it, and in 10 minutes, your book.
It's a historical fiction novel set in the War of 1812, and it's the story of a young British soldier who's defending Canada.
A tale which might have been, well, history if Thomas had gone through a big-name publisher.
I know of another historical fiction author who went out and had her book printed by traditional means. She had to mortgage her house to do it. I can call up the InstaBook outlet that I go to and say I need 5 books or I need 3 books, and they can do it for me in a matter of days. And I don't have all that money tied up.
Instead, he can shelve his energy into distributing his book to Ontario heritage sites. This Oakville bookstore is one of 3 InstaBook locations in Canada. And if you can't get here, you can check out their website at www.instabook.ca. In Oakville, I'm Sharon Navarro for Homepage.
Well, up next, a website that involves literally